The story was inspired by my son Lucas. Lucas, when he was a young kid, started having night terrors. I would, wake up in the middle of the night and I would hear him screaming from his bedroom, and that turned into like I would wake up in the middle of the night and then I would hear noises downstairs in our house, and I would find him sometimes in our basement walking around in the dark. And if I woke him up, he would just start screaming, in terror. Thought it'd be kind of interesting if I could take this idea of someone who has night terrors constantly, and I thought, what would happen if the main character was having the same nightmare every night from the time he was a young kid, 8 or 9. He's now an adult and he has his own son, and then on his son's 9th birthday, he discovers that his son is having the exact same nightmare he's had since he was a child. And I just thought that was an intriguing idea. The production of Invisible World was actually pretty low. The production cost was about $800 over a span of 5 shooting days. And I'm the only one on the set that actually had some independent experience making films with a big cast and crew. Everybody else on set was essentially kids. The other producer and I kind of did a search for a cinematographer, camera operator, sound guy, and we had a flood of resumes come in from professionals in Denver. And ultimately, I had a feeling since I was writing the shot script that if we just found a camera operator who was really good with movement, that we could use somebody who just had a really good eye for camera movement. We ended up using Mikey Hardesty, who was actually a junior in high school when we shot this. And then he brought on his friend, Matthew, and Matthew was our sound guy, and he was also a junior in high school. The only other person on set production-wise was Wyatt, and Wyatt was a first-year film production student. So we had a pretty tight, small crew of just 4 of us, which meant that we could get in and out of situations really fast, which I kind of liked. The other thing is we shot in my house, which is here. I've got Halloween decorations behind me. It's Halloween. The other thing was this film takes place in the dead of winter, although we shot this in July, in the daytime, even though the film takes place 99% at night. So we had to take cardboard and we gaff taped cardboard to the windows, all the windows in the house, so everything basically happens at night, but we were shooting in the daytime to make it look like night. We had our front door. My front door was like a tunnel of cardboard because we had characters coming and going. It needed to look like night. So we built this tunnel with gaff tape and cardboard. All of my neighbors thought I was insane. They could see this monstrosity for days outside of my house, and they could see the cardboard windows. And I had a couple of neighbors knock on my door and ask me what the hell I was doing. So that was interesting. And then the last thing is we had cast pretty much all unknown actors. Lauren, who was our therapist, had never been in an independent film before. Our film was her first film. Logan Smart, who plays Nolan, this was his first film. We just had a kind of a cast of unknowns that had never really worked in film before. So there was a lot of challenges there. But it was interesting, and there was a lot of energy, and I really think that it came out well. This project is a proof of life concept short. Brett Beckett and I wrote the screenplay for the short. We were really hoping that this film gets some notice, and we would like to make a feature of this film. So we are taking this idea. We're going to AFM soon with the feature idea, and we're going to be pitching there and showing the short and hoping that it catches fire.